How are you? In this video, I'll be discussing the most important aspect of our course, that is compliance report. See, the moment you hear these terms, compliance report or improved compliance program, you guys might be wondering what this is all about. And even after going through compliance report, which is given in the form of a soft copy in general section of e-classes, you guys might still be wondering why this person is asking us to fill up these columns, asking us how much amount of time we allotted towards sleep, towards study, number of MCQs practiced, time allotted for exercise, so on and so forth. On top of it, you might be wondering why this guy is asking us to mail the same on weekly basis. So what is this all about? So before I go in depth pertaining to this very important aspect of compliance report, let me share few experiences and few instances. See, during preparation, I'm quite sure that all of us are focused only on practicing MCQs, memorizing topics, getting the concepts, and then trying to focus on giving our best. But we neglect the most important aspect of our preparation, which is hard work coupled with consistency. And this comes when you have a proper schedule. When I mean to say schedule, it's not about test series schedule I'm talking about. It's about your approach towards your preparation on day-to-day basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, moment-to-moment basis. The reason why I've created this compliance report is very simple. Let's suppose we have a plan. We're trying to study, for example, 2 or 3 topics from a particular subject in a particular day. And we have a plan to complete some 100 MCQs. We have a plan to complete 1 or 2 assignments. We either put that plan on paper, or some of you might be, visualizing those plans in your mind and then proceeding accordingly. In the process of implementing those plans, 99.99% of us would feel that exercise to be very stressful. Not actually doing the work is stressful, but the thought of doing certain things is really stressful. So in order to overcome the same, in order to trick our mind into giving its best, we came up with this idea of retrograde scheduling. So it's nothing but you do whatever you feel like doing in a particular day. It can be watching videos in e-classes, doing assignments, giving daily tests, point and shoot tests, whatever relevant to preparation you do it as per your convenience. But before you sleep, at the end of the day, allot 15 to 20 minutes, take a piece of paper and then note down all the things which you have done. That's nothing but retrograde scheduling. So this compliance report is based on this concept of retrograde schedule, which I personally implemented during my preparation. So when I planned and proceed, I felt a lot of stress. In the process of implementing those plans, I had so many things in mind and I used to feel that exercise very stressful. But instead, if I had just documented what I had studied and what I had practiced in that particular day just before sleep on a piece of paper, that used to give me a lot of confidence. And then we started implementing the same in the form of compliance report. And for the past several years, several students have been using, in fact, hundreds of students have been using the same on day-to-day and weekly basis. And I can tell you how effective the same is. So compliance report is based on retrograde scheduling. If you observe any compliance report, you can see you're not planning anything ahead. All that you're doing is just trying to document your day on moment-to-moment basis, so that you'll have an idea. When you look at the entire compliance report, you'll have an idea how you allotted your time towards various activities, not just on day-to-day basis but on weekly basis. And when you just turn on the pages, obviously you will see your progress on weekly basis as well as on monthly basis. So this compliance report is based on the background things which I discussed previously, that is retrograde scheduling. So when you have this compliance report, when you start following this compliance report, you will have a lot of confidence in the process of your journey. If you observe each and every column, we have designed it carefully, keeping the priorities in mind. As I said, often we are focusing only on practicing MCQs, getting concepts, cramming memory-based topics, but we are neglecting the most important aspect, that is hard work coupled with consistency, which comes when you have adequate amount of sleep. If you think you can compromise your sleep, then your entire day is compromised, and forget about preparation. You're not able to do your routine activities effectively. Sleep is the most important parameter which decides the fate of your preparation. So that's the reason why you can see the beginning of the first column is time allotted for sleep. So document how much time you're allotting towards sleep and see how you can improve in this aspect. Quality of sleep is very important. It's not just the quantity, but the quality of sleep. Sound sleep, right? It can be 6 hours, 7 hours, or 8 hours. It depends on your physiology and metabolism. The moment you wake up, you should feel very energetic. If you're feeling tired, that's definitely a bad sign. If you're feeling energetic, enthused, that's definitely a good sign. And next, you can see time allotted for study. See, it's not that you have to start your alarm clock or start stopwatch and document these timings. Approximately, how much time are you allotting towards preparation? Like you woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You spend some 2 to 3 hours approximately towards preparation. 5 to 7 a.m., let's assume. So it's roughly 2 hours. Likewise, from morning 10 a.m. to afternoon 1 p.m., how much time did you allot? Maybe some 2 to 3 hours. And evening session. So in the entire day, approximately how many hours are you allotting towards preparation? It need not be exact. So no one asked you to fill up the exact values. It's only to give you an idea like how much time in a day on a whole you're spending towards preparation, right? That's very, very important. Because I often say, and students often ask me like, how many hours should you allot towards preparation? The answer is very simple. As many hours as possible, given your situation, given your circumstances. So in a given day, what's the maximum time you can allot towards preparation? That has to be mentioned here. It can be 5 hours, it can be 8 hours, it doesn't matter. It can be even 1 hour, it doesn't matter. But try documenting it. You will see the difference. As days progress, as weeks progress, you will definitely see tremendous improvement. And then you can see number of MCQs practice. Obviously, this is very, very important. So we have incorporated the same as a separate column. So practice as many MCQs as possible on day-to-day basis. And time allotted for exercise, which includes walking, meditation, etc. This is almost always neglected, but take my word, at least 20 to 30 minutes brisk walking, at least 15 to 20 minutes of meditation is definitely going to rejuvenate your entire, physiological systems. If you neglect this aspect, you feel demotivated, passivated, and you feel like giving up. So all these things are interlinked. Just go for brisk walking or just go for casual walking. Observe the sky. If you are in a concrete jungle, at least observe the blue sky. Observe some trees, flowers. This is very, very important because it sustains your preparation. Take my word. So see if you can allot adequate time towards exercise, which includes simple walking as well, if not just lifting dumbbells. And time allotted for smartphone users. Again, you need not use a start-stop watch to document how much time you're allotting towards smartphone users, which is literally impossible. So we have several apps like screen time measuring apps in iPhone, in Android phones. We have the screen time measuring apps. You can download that app and see on an average how many hours you are spending towards smartphone usage on day-to-day basis and weekly basis. That's very, very important because often we are lost in this virtual world. Have you seen the movie Matrix? A very interesting, fantastic movie. Matrix, 3 parts. That's my favorite movie, in fact, during my childhood. So that's the kind of life which most of us are living, unfortunately, these days. We wish to live more in the virtual world than in the real world. This is definitely a harsh reality. See, if you're lost in virtual world, if it is doing good to you, that's fine. But what happens when you're lost in virtual world? We are just lost in that infinite wall of Facebook, infinite checking of status updates in WhatsApp, Instagram pictures, and we're just lost. Not just lost, but you're losing the most important aspect in your life, which is not money, which is not something else, but the most important thing which you are losing in this process is time. Time is the most important thing which you can have in your entire lifetime. It's not money, it's not a car, it's not some materialistic aspects, but time is something which is very, very precious. Take my word. So in the process of going through all these contents in social media or smartphones, we are losing our valuable time. And I often see students spending literally 30 to 40 hours every week towards smartphone usage, which means around 2 days in a 7-day period. 2 days in 7-day period, you're losing it for smartphone usage. So time is very valuable. If you're doing something productive and useful, then definitely that's going to enhance your preparation, elevate your confidence, and it's going to improve you overall. Take my word. So keep a tab on smartphone usage, which is very, very important. Also, I made a couple of videos on the same. You can check them out in general section of e-classes. And time allotted for miscellaneous activities, like for example, you went to a movie, so 3 hours, you can just make a note. It need not be exact, but at least try to give an estimate so that you will have an overall idea like how your time is going towards various activities, right? That's the point here. And finally, we have notes and optimism column. We incorporated this optimism column very recently because we always complain. That's the kind of mindset which unfortunately most of us have. There's nothing wrong in it, but we always have a chance to improve, to become a better version of ourselves. At least note down 1 or 2 good things that have happened to you in that particular day or in that particular week. See, if nothing good has happened to you, or if you don't perceive anything good happening to you, at least have the gratitude that you ate on time, you slept on time, and you had a house to live in. Statistics say that if you're having a car, a home, food to eat 3 times a day, then you fall on the top 8% of the world population. The rest of them don't have food on time, don't have a shelter, proper shelter, don't have proper clothing. At least have that sense of gratitude which boosts your confidence to next level. Take my word. So having that sense of gratitude is very, very important. So if you feel like nothing good is happening to you, at least exude enthusiasm and confidence by showing that gratitude, and you can make a note of the same. If you believe in God, thank God. If you believe in nature, thank nature. If you believe in yourself, thank yourself. No matter what it is, I want you to fill up positive things that are happening to you in this optimism column. See, the point is very simple. This compliance report is to make sure that you're performing on consistent basis, day-to-day basis, without demotivation or passivation. Let me tell you, you might start with great enthusiasm and motivation, but as time progresses, we are humans, not machines, we tend to get demotivated. So this compliance report is a means to help you sustain your preparation on day-to-day basis and weekly basis. So use different columns. In fact, there is no point in me talking so much about compliance report without me personally feeling the same. That's the reason why, if you observe, every week, even I'll be filling compliance report and I'll be mailing my compliance report in Google and Telegram updates group, so that you will see how my week and days are going on, so that it helps you have an idea on how to fill up the compliance report. So with hope that you would do that accordingly. So I'm personally following this compliance report even now, even after my preparation, which happened so many years ago. But still, as I say, you have to practice before you preach. So I've been practicing. That's the reason I'm trying to preach you the same. So use this compliance report just before you sleep. Spend some 10 to 15 minutes, which is nothing. Just spend 10 to 15 minutes to fill up the relevant columns. By the way, this is my compliance report. So this is my artwork, as you can see in the backdrop. So this is my compliance report, and these are various on week to week basis I fill up the compliance report in this particular format. So you can customize this compliance report as per your needs, or you can just download the soft copies, take some 50 or 52 sheet printouts, and then use it for the next 1 year. Isn't it? So it's a very simple task, but very effective task. Take my word, right? So this is what I wanted to discuss about compliance report in detail. Hope you got my point. As I said, it's based on the concept of retrograde scheduling, and once you use it, you will have a better understanding of your own self, how your preparation is going on day-to-day and weekly basis. And once you mail the same every week, it gives me an opportunity to go through your report and give you any suggestions if necessary, right? So that this one-to-one personal guidance is also made possible using this compliance report. So we have many benefits using these compliance reports. I hope you got my point, and I'll not bore you further with more and more talk regarding this compliance report. Right? I hope it's clear. And for any further queries or assistance, you can always get back through mail at proudtobedentist@gmail.com. Wish you all the best. Love you all. Keep this in mind. Enjoy the process. Forget about the result, because once you start enjoying the process, you will automatically have wonderful, successful outcomes. Just take my word. Wish you all the best. Love you all.